let's say you've been charged with DUI or DWI. What should you do? Well, there are some things that you need to do immediately with respect to getting your paperwork in for a hearing before the Motor Vehicle Administration. Depending on whether or not you decided to take the breath test, your driving privilege in Maryland may be suspended, and there are time frames within which you need to act. The police will give you some paperwork right after you were arrested, right after you were charged. And on the back of this paperwork is very light, small print. There's a lot of information there about what you need to do. So take a look at that small print on the back of these forms that I'm sure you'd rather not even look at, and see what the time frames are. Oftentimes it'll explain, well, if your breath test, for example, was over a certain level, this is going to happen. This suspension will be for this period of time. You can send in your money to the Motor Vehicle Administration for certain types of provisional licenses if you qualify. That's what you need to do at the very beginning. I'd also recommend bringing your paperwork to me, and I'll go over it with you if you really don't know what you're supposed to do. I'll go over it with you and explain the different steps. This is all part of a free consultation with me. To prepare for court, for trial, there's a longer time frame, but still things that you need to do in order to prepare. I would file motions, for example, motions for discovery, motions to suppress. And after filing the motion for discovery, I would receive police reports and evidence that the state has that they would use against you in trial. But in the meantime, while waiting, and also video cameras are using a lot of those now. In the meantime, while we're waiting to receive whatever information the state has to use against you in trial, there are certain things that I would recommend that you do to get ready for court. For example, get an alcohol evaluation. The alcohol evaluation will tell you how many alcohol classes would be needed for you to go to before going to court. The judges usually expect you to have taken alcohol classes to educate yourself with respect to the effects of drinking and driving. You can get a head start on that before court, and that will help you for your trial.